Okay. I mean, so again, some of the same questions.
Yes,
You're viewing this as a floor, and then you want to start and try to find more cuts.
Yeah.
You have Democrats that saying, hey, this is even too much at the $100 billion.
Well, I mean, there's no question that reaching the $100 billion mark is one way to say to the American people that we're listening. That we fought for and got to the point where we are honoring the pledge. But the question is good government still spending $1.4 trillion more than we bring in? The answer is no. We have to find a way to shorten the difference between what we receive and what we spend. The only way to do that is to look for more cuts.
And is the concern, though, I mean that you have to start somewhere, and this is the start here, and then you continue to look as you go down the road?
Well, I think the concern is that two levels of government will look for ways to reduce these spending cuts. I think ultimately what we have to do is find ways for us to target this federal government and the bloat of it, the size of it, the mass of it, and start chopping away at reducing the size of this federal government. It will be very important to see private sector job growth. We cannot continue to put the burden on the private sector and then say, grow more jobs. We have to find ways to eliminate regulations and spending that reduces private sector job growth.
Aren't we sort of teeing this up the way that we're going to get into the battle royale in the Senate, which is always the age-old battle in this building, hear what the House does and what the Senate does?
But there's no question that when you have the House controlled by Republicans and you have the Senate controlled by Democrats, that you're probably heading towards some kind of a challenging time. That's okay though. That's what makes America great. We have dissenting opinions that have to clash. And my hope is that our side walks away with more than we have in a long time. I mean, we're looking at the cuts that are deeper than they have ever been since World War II, from what I understand.
But does that clash result potentially in the government shutdown if the impasse is, if people are locked into their positions too solidly?
Well, certainly, if you look at the future 20 or 30 years from now, and you say to yourself, can the American government sustain the level of spending that we have today? There's no question that a shutdown is coming, whether we do it today or whether we do it in 20 years. So the question is, can we rein in spending enough? Can we compromise enough and find ourselves on the same page to make sure that this government continues to meet its obligations? I think we can. It will take some major sacrifices on all parties.
So, and I was here in 1995, and they had these short shutdowns for a day or two and things. Are you saying essentially you would be willing for a short shutdown if you get the better part of the deal in the long term?
I think nothing's on the table at this point. None of us want to shut the government down. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to offer a package that keeps the government running. If the government gets shut down, it will not be because we did not put the best package on the table. It will be because they decided to shut it down.
And are you afraid then people get into the blame game? Well, it was the Democrats, it was the Senate, it was the President, no, it was the Republicans, their plan is too extreme.
Well, we're going to give folks an ample opportunity to meet the obligations of this nation long term and avoid that situation, that scenario happening. It will be up to them to do so.
Last question, what about the defense part? Again, that sort of is viewed as the holy grail here. The pledge said we weren't going to cut in the defense area here. You said a few minutes ago, so long as it doesn't interfere with the security and the safety of our troops in the field.
Well, what the pledge says is that we would not cut troops, veterans. I think we can honor the pledge. But is there any spending in the defense budget that has nothing to do with defense? Are there any shrines being built to Congress members or former Congress members in the defense budget? If there is, it's actually taking away and distracting from the military objectives. We should eliminate anything that stops the military from doing their #1 objective, achieving their #1 objective.
I appreciate your time. We just need a little bit of